gentlemen, and if there are any ladies, open mind. Welcome back. We are into this hellhole of Chinese dating, and I stumbled across this one here from China Curious, is the channel, and it's about, you know, there's a dowry when people want to get married in China. The groom has to pay money, a massive amount. I've seen like million yuan, 800,000, 8 million yen, to the parents to say thank you for raising your daughter in a good conservative way, and blah blah blah, taking care of her, and essentially he's buying her. He's paying money to the parents. This is a tradition that goes back, I don't know, thousands of years. I'm sure it happened in the normal English speaking culture as well. But this is a real life thing. Okay, so now the question comes out, if this woman demand dowries, bride pay, the men are now smarting up a little bit. They say, okay, it's fine. If you want bride pay, then we want a certificate to prove that you are a virgin. Ooh. And now this is causing an upheaval and shit. Because how can he must still pay the traditional part, but how can he demand a traditional girl? If you look at this first picture here, I mean, these clubs, it happens everywhere, right? Yes, they do study a lot more than Western girls. They put a lot of time into their studies. But, I mean, they do party as well. And shit happens at these parties. People get drunk. People have sex, I mean. And now all of a sudden, when she wants to find a husband, the groom is a little bit smarter. So well done to that movement, that groom movement in China, pushing that part. Let's just get into it.
Matchmaking markets, it's common for women to request a bride price, while men, in turn, not only demand premarital health checks, but some even go as far as requiring that the woman be a virgin to participate. However, many women in these matchmaking scenarios strongly criticize men for this demand, calling it excessive. Yet, men argue that if women insist on upholding traditions like the bride price, shouldn't they also adhere to other historical customs, such as the groom arriving in a grand procession, formal matchmaking?
I mean, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Is that not how, what is that saying? Why should he uphold his part? Why should he be forced to follow his part of tradition, pay a lot of money, and she doesn't have to do anything?
Making or paying a substantial dowry. So, if tradition is to be strictly followed, are these demands from men not equally justified?
Correct.
Despite this reasoning, many still view the men's approach as too extreme. Not a virgin and about to get married. Should I confess to my husband?
And about to get married. Not a virgin. My university days, my younger days, I let fucking everybody fucking hit it. Not a virgin anymore. Ooh! Now, my husband demands something like that from me. Now the shit is hitting the fan, right?
suggestion is that it's best not to hide it, as honesty will benefit your marriage. Almost all men have a virgin complex. In a man's heart, virginity often symbolizes purity and innocence,
Correct.
making it easier to evoke their protective instincts. He will cherish you more and be more eager to marry you. Virginity is undoubtedly a bonus for you.
Well, at least he will also know that you do not have STDs and that you did not abort your children, fetuses, that you did not have unprotected sex, drugs and rock and roll kind of situation. I mean, it's just some kind of guarantee for him. I mean, is it that difficult to, must it be that hard to understand? I mean, if you just lived a normal life, studied, did all your things, it shouldn't be a problem, right?
Even if he claims not to mind at the moment, his passion and love for you may temporarily outweigh this issue. However, once the initial excitement fades and life becomes more mundane, during a quiet night or when someone else inadvertently brings it up, he may recall it. If you've personally confessed this to him, it could become a lingering thorn, quietly digging deeper over time, and may even gradually turn into resentment.
So he can just never bring it up. You could fuck 100 guys in the past 4 years, and that should just not be an issue for him. He should just accept you as you are. But yet, you still demand your 500,000 or million or fucking whatever money that he must pay towards your parents for buying you. You are fucking used goods.
Especially in the future, if this man achieves career success and financial independence, facing more temptations from the outside world, this issue could resurface. From another perspective, if you keep it hidden and never admit it, he can continue to imagine your purity and goodness. This way, the marital relationship may remain more harmonious, and the family more stable. When I worked at the hospital, many girls came for hymen restoration before marriage.
I have to stop this here. What did she say? Many girls came for hymen restoration before marriage. I guess this is a surgery that they can do. I don't know. They would actually go inside of this woman and restore the hymen, the virginity little fucking, so that she can claim virginity. She's like, fuck, I never. Wow. How vain do you want to be? And speaking of that, even if there are girls that do stay virgins, do you honestly think they do not engage in sexual activity? The virginity is that she has 2 other holes. Some backdoor action, mouth action. The hymen is X amount of centimeters inside. Do you honestly think these girls, they just stay so pure?
Their motivation was simple. They just wanted a stable life after marriage, a happy and harmonious family, and a husband who would cherish them more. Why do men prefer virgins? There are...
He's look at the filter on this girl. Look at those eyes. The filters are real in China. I don't know. But look at these massive cat eyes. Alright, that's beside the point, Jay.
There are 3 main reasons. The first is primal instinctual attraction. In the minds of men, virgins represent a kind of primal, untouched purity. Not just physically, but also...
I'm sorry, Try and concentrate. She does not blink. This filter is a little bit outdated. It does not allow her to blink. I'm going to play now. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. I mean, I can't even fucking hear what she's saying. It just freaks me out, those eyes. But okay, let's go.
Also a pristine state of the heart. People are naturally drawn to beautiful things, and virgins are seen as even more exquisite to them, like a blank book waiting for its first reader to inscribe a story upon its pages. This sense of the unknown and anticipation alone is enough to stir excitement in any explorer. The second reason is the influence of traditional values. In China's traditional value system, virginity symbolizes a woman's loyalty and chastity. People often believe that a virgin possesses the virtue of safeguarding her purity, demonstrating loyalty and a sense of responsibility toward love and family. This identity further strengthens a man's resolve to commit to a long-term relationship with her. The third reason...
So you are like fucking cheating, really. You are dishonest from the start. I mean, we just heard about hymen restoration operations. I mean, this is a pot of shit. And I can't take a fucking filter serious. That, I mean, I think I am going to make a video about pre and post filters. I've seen some of those clips on the YouTube. What they look like with the filters on and what they look like without the filters. And unfortunately for this girl, she must go and take her fucking money back because her filter does not allow her to blink.
Is driven by possessiveness. Men are inherently highly possessive, and virgins happen to be the perfect objects to satisfy this desire. If a man has a virgin, he feels as though he completely possesses both her body and soul, giving him a strong sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. This is not just about physical possession but also emotional dominance over the woman. These are the reasons why men tend to prefer virgins. However, as modern values increasingly clash with traditional ones, people's views on virginity have become less rigid. When two people...
No, maybe women's views. Maybe women's views have become less rigid. Maybe women might go like, oh, why can we not just fuck Tyrone and Chad in the club? I mean, Tom, that I'm going to get married to, he's a fucking simp. He would not give a shit what I do with my body.
People come together, compatibility should matter more than anything else. What do you think? The topic, can non-virgins still ask for a bride price, has recently gone viral online. The reason is that a couple was discussing marriage, and the woman demanded a bride price of 188,000 yuan. The man then requested that the woman undergo a premarital health check, stating he would only pay the bride price if she was a virgin. This has sparked a backlash from women. Many women argue that the bride price is a traditional custom that has existed since ancient times. However, according to old traditions, the bride price was meant for well-bred, respectable ladies from noble families. Men spent heavily to marry virtuous, educated, and cultured women. From this perspective, if men are expected to pay a bride price following ancient customs, then women should not only be virgins but also highly educated to be considered a good match.
He is not wrong. He is not wrong. I mean, if it's expected that you have to do this part, I mean, if we are going to follow this tradition, what is expected of me, also your part from your tradition needs to be, I mean, he's not wrong.
So, if you want a bride price, you should first present a virginity report. If you're not a virgin, don't even think about asking for a bride price. Do you support this viewpoint?
Yeah, bro, I do support it. I do support it 100%. But I mean, we've just heard about virginity can be restored in modern day China, apparently. I don't know if they can do it in the West, but apparently in modern day China we can do it. Virginity can be restored, and then, I mean, what does that medical certificate really do mean? Nothing.
If she's not a virgin, then you shouldn't want her. As soon as the statement came out, women across the country were instantly outraged. The topic spread everywhere online, with people saying things like, if she's not a virgin, there's no need to marry her. Once this news broke, women went wild in the comments, fiercely...
You see, women went wild in the comments, fiercely fighting back. I mean, just prove it. You can prove it. I'm sure there's like X-rays or fucking scans or something. It's the same with DNA matching when a baby gets born. It shouldn't be this massive thing, but women fight back against this because they fucking know they are wrong. They know they are wrong. She slept with like 7 guys, and now fucking Tom fucking the simp, the guy that has now married her, he just like, okay, I just want a DNA test for my kid. Well, I mean, we can swab his little mouth or whatever, and they fight back against this. Here, show me an X-ray that your fucking hymen is still intact. Fiercely fighting back.
Nowadays, cities like Beijing and Shanghai even require premarital health checks. Otherwise, you can't get married.
Great.
The traditional marriage model is all about 8 children and a loud family. If you don't strive for that, what's the point? The ideal has always been a flawless purity. Otherwise, what's the meaning? If she's not a virgin, why even marry her? Do you think this kind of talk is reasonable?
No, yeah, I mean, that's a little bit fucking far ridiculous. If she's not a virgin, then not even marry her. No. That's like taking it also a little bit too far. My point on this is, if she is not a virgin, she cannot demand money to be paid as if she were a virgin. I mean, but this not marrying her because she's not a virgin, that's fucked up, man.
I'm a virgin, so what's wrong with having higher standards? Yesterday, while scrolling through the comments section, I saw a female fan say that even non-virgins can demand hundreds of thousands in bride price.
No.
Since I'm a virgin, which is like 1 in 100, I should be worth even more. So, I think it's perfectly reasonable to ask for a fully paid car, a fully paid house, plus 500k.
Plus 500k in bride. Okay, you see. I mean, this is now also the fucking other extreme, right? Full house, full car, 500,000 bride price. I mean, this is also now taking it a little bit too far. I mean, I personally think that bride price should be fucking abolished.
Hey, in bride price. Then someone replied to her saying, a girl like you with no emotional baggage and still a virgin should ask for 100 million.
Oh,
the
Jesus.
comment section exploded.
100 million. I mean, he must probably be a fucking simp somewhere. Or it must be another echo chamber girl. Don't go for 500,000. What the fuck? Fucking don't go for 1 million. Go for 100 million. And I mean, for us, this is a joke. This is like fucking. But I'm sure this woman considers this now. Like, oh, somebody on my chat said I am worth 100 million. And whoop, up goes her fucking standards. This is what the future cat lady looks like.
After that. Netizens these days are just too creative, and the discussion kept getting more and more outrageous. What do you all think? If this is how you're going to handle things, then forget about the bride price in the future. Recently, this incident sparked heated discussions online. Such a viewpoint is actually one-sided and unreasonable. In today's society, A woman's value or the decision to request a bride price should not be measured by whether she is handled or not. In reality,
why does he not just say that, handled? It means whether she fucked around or not. I guess this guy is a piece of fucking beta male, hey? A piece of simp here. Oh, looking on the woke fucking left side. No. Whether she fucked around or not. 100 guys, doesn't really matter. It shouldn't be considered.
Everyone has their own experiences and past. A single standard cannot be used to judge the bride price, which is a traditional custom. Its significance should be to bless and support the future life of two families and the newlyweds, rather than becoming a...
Again, he's on the two families. It's not the two families. It does not bless the two families. The bride price is being paid from the groom to the fucking bride, to her parents. This has got fuck all to do with blessing of two families. It's not as if they're like, he'll put it into the pot and then everybody can share from it. No.
Transactional condition or bargaining chip. At the same time, linking women to being handled and the bride price is disrespectful and discriminatory toward women. It goes against the modern values of equality, respect, and inclusivity. We should discard out...
he would fucking fit right into what's a DEI fucking, what is it that they have in America? The past few years fucking playing along with little boys playing women's sport. That whole shit part as well. I can't fucking... Common sense, whoop, fucking gone. I mean, does he now think just saying this on TikTok in Chinese that some woman would go like, oh fucking yes, that is the kind of man that we want. He doesn't know it yet, but he's a future fucking beta male that will raise a kid that is not his.
Outdated notions and approach the issue of marriage and bride price with a more open, rational, and respectful attitude, working together to build an equal and harmonious social environment. Not a virgin, then you shouldn't demand a bride price.
Yes.
As soon as this statement spread, many girls collectively lost their composure and turned into keyboard warriors. The boys, on the other hand, started insisting that girls undergo premarital health checks. At this point, many girls became upset.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it.
Okay,
Meet Base 44,
okay, Base 4,
a complete
off.
AI.
Fuck off.
Fiercely protesting and arguing that the bride price is a traditional custom. But the boys directly countered by saying, since ancient times, the one carried in the grand sedan chair is a well-bred lady, and the one properly wedded is a virgin. If you're not a virgin, then why demand a bride price?
Correct.
So, folks, what do you think? Should the bride price be expected? Are the boys' demands reasonable? Let's discuss this together. Ignore it. If you're a virgin, then don't follow. I asked for a bride price. I don't know if you've heard about this, but there was a video circulating online a while ago where men from Beijing, Shanghai, Dongguan, and Shenzhen said, if you demand an excessively high bride price from me, then I expect you to provide a thorough and comprehensive premarital health check report. The man's perspective is, I'm spending so much money to marry you, right? So either we follow the ancient traditions, where I marry a pure, untouched woman, or forget it. Having worked as a matchmaker in Shenyang for so long, I've heard many men say, sis, I can offer a bride price, but the woman has to be worth it. I can't spend that much money on someone who's been with many others. It would bother me.
It just makes sense. It just makes sense. I'm not saying this must happen everywhere in the world. This comes down to the bride price. That whole fucking thing is being discussed.
They feel that if someone accepts a hefty bride price, they should be clean. Otherwise, they see no difference between her and an eru, a traditional Chinese instrument, often used metaphorically here to imply something used or second-hand. Using the eru as a comparison, I want to ask you men,
used.
Do you really think this way? Let's have a proper discussion in the comments. If you're not a virgin, then you shouldn't ask for a bride price, right? Recently, a lot of shocking things have been happening. You've probably heard about them. In many places, like Guangdong, Xiamen, Sichuan, Anhui, and Hunan, just to name a few. If a woman asks for a bride price, the man will demand a premarital medical report in return.
Great.
This kind of news. Is it a sign that men are starting to fight back?
Yes.
There are even some hardliners saying that a woman must be a virgin, and the reasoning is simple. You're asking for a bride price, right? What is a bride price? It's a tradition passed down from our ancestors.
Yes.
And what does tradition say? A grand wedding procession is for a respectable lady. A proper marriage is for a virtuous wife. Paying a hefty bride price is for a pure, untouched woman. The 3 matchmakers and 6 betrothal gifts are for a well-educated, well-mannered bride. So if you demand a bride price, you're invoking tradition. Then isn't it fair for us men to demand these traditions too? Both sides argue their points, each convinced they're in the right. So, if you want a bride price, you should provide a premarital medical report. If you're not a virgin, don't ask for a bride price. Do you agree with this kind of argument?
Let's quickly.
If you're not a virgin, don't even think about asking for a bride price. Recently, something pretty shocking has been circulating.
Again, I can't handle these filters. Again, look at those eyes. I know this is about bride prices now, but I mean, it just freaks me out. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyelashes. What did it cost her to get the eyelashes to look like that? And is it the filter here? It cuts off at the hair, the back of the hair. There's a part of her real chin. What you call this part? Behind the filter. Oops. It's not all the way on the face.
Online. If a girl demands a bride price, the guy turns around and demands that she undergo a premarital health check. Is this men starting to fight back? Some even go as far as saying the girl must be a virgin. The reasoning is simple, because she's asking for a bride price.
Okay.
What is a bride price, anyway? Isn't it just an old tradition passed down from our ancestors? Let's talk about this tradition. Back in the day, a grand wedding procession with 8 bearers.
Okay, she's just going to repeat the same, and the rest of the video is also just the same, asking the question about a bride price. So what do you think? What is your opinion about this? I personally agree with this. It's not about, I mean, she has the choice, right? She has the choice of being a virgin or not being a virgin. And then if she chooses not to be a virgin, she cannot go out and demand money for being a virgin. That's all I'm saying. So I do agree with this. In my mind, there's a color there. It's that there's no gray. I have a color. I know what in my mind what it means. What do you think? Would you pay? Would you pay to have a bride price for something like this, as intimate as this? Or would you also demand some certificate stating that she's a virgin, some X-ray or something? I mean, if this becomes available, if something like this becomes available in the West, I fucking hope all guys go for that, where she has to prove that she's a virgin. Alright, I just found this interesting YouTube that came over my screen, and I thought, let me just quickly give my opinion about it. Let me know whether you agree or don't agree. Write it down somewhere in a comment, or I don't know, the Asian era. It's actually interesting, eh? Alright, have a good one, YouTube. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Stay safe. Cheers.